Well, in 2020, we moved to Parrish, Florida. We moved away from Pennsylvania. We lived around the Philadelphia area, and it was just for a whole new start for us. After we were here, we had no family, no friends, no communication whatsoever. It's kind of like, why did we move here? So the next few months, we were, making house and looking for a church. Bayside was right up the street. We live right down the street from Bayside, North River, and we decided to go, and he didn't want to come. And I said, well, I'm going. I want to go. I'm feeling something that I really need to go today. So it was the most beautiful service. And when I left, I came home, I said, you're going back. We are going back there.
When we went back, I wore an Eagles jersey, and Pastor David, that just was a connection. Turns out he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, and as you know, we don't get along too well. And
Cowboys and Eagles.
So I had the Eagles jersey, and his eyes locked on mine on his, and I just went over and we began to talk. We talked a little bit about football real quick, and then I just told him I'm broken. I'm broken. I need help. And my whole life changed.
When Matt first came here, Matt had an Eagles shirt on and he was angry. Now, I would say it's because of his shirt, but it was because he didn't know Christ. So it was in the middle of a foyer, it was between services. I got a couple of the team together and we ended up chatting to Matt. And I think it was at the end of the third service. And then Matt gave his life to Christ that day. And to see the difference in his face, actually in the book of Acts, chapter 4, they were talking about the disciples and like, how did these guys do this? But they recognized something, they had been with Jesus. Matt and Joy have been with Jesus, and you can see it in his face. Now, Matt's not perfect, he's still an Eagles fan, but there has been a massive change in them, and that's because they know Jesus and they're walking with Jesus.
We are different people. We are completely different people. We were arm's length from the Lord all the time. Now he is in us every single day.
When Pastor Dave met me, I had a rage in me. It was from my past and looking back. And I came from a very dysfunctional family with alcoholism ran rampant. And I couldn't forgive myself for my past. And all these years I've been looking back. And people who meet me today can't believe that I was the person I used to be. Mm-hmm. And that's all God. That's how amazing God is.
Yeah.
I mean, he took all that and changed it. And little by little, he's still molding me and fixing me and shaping me. It's just amazing what God will do when you allow God to come into your life and truly come into your life. I can't imagine where my life would be right now. If it can fix me, it can fix anybody.
Part of the vision has always been, Pastor Randy and Amy from the very start, is reaching people. And there are so many people like Matt and Joy out there. Because of where we're strategically located at the North River campus, there are, again, thousands of houses, which means there's thousands of people coming into this community. Right now, the campus is pretty full. We're running on 3 services. They're pretty packed. There's still room that people still can come, but there's not a lot of room for growth. So part of the Kingdom Builder offering, and it will be to do a change to this facility, add things, add parking, add seats, add kids and youth. And the reason is people are coming to us and people are coming broken. And to me, it's what a joy that God has entrusted us with people who need to know about Jesus, grow in the knowledge of who he is, and allow the Holy Spirit to work in their life. Not just to make them like believers so that they can be followers, so that their lives can transform, so that their faces will be transformed, so that they can also be a blessing to somebody else.